And I'm from Australia, so please, hopefully my accent is not too difficult to understand. Revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash flow is king. I've been advising banks and business for over 20 years. We business speak Spanish and our bank speaks Portuguese. It sounds the same, but it's different. What I'm going to do today is what I'm going to do in your YPO chapter. I'm going to wear two hats, the hat of a banker and the hat of a competent CEO. What I do before my session, I get two sets of accounts, and I will show you YPO members how to get a better deal out of your banks. At the same time, I want to demonstrate how we can achieve improved cash flow and improved returns. To prove the simple case, I've chosen Gary Furniture, a YPO California member. Gary, like all of us, is ecstatic with his performance. And Gary says, my revenue grew by 7 million, my margins and my profit have grown as well, I'm doing brilliantly. My first comment to Gary and to Gary's group is, Gary, what is your cash flow? You have borrowed an extra 3.2 million, Gary, to finance your 7 million growth. Do any of you know the cash flow quality in your company? Are you funding growth or are you funding changes in management? In order to understand your financial story, we at YPO need to learn how to become storytellers. Any story of business consists of 4 chapters. We are all experts in chapter 1, profit. Equally important is chapter 2, working capital. For every dollar you sell, do you know how much money you're borrowing to finance your cycle? Chapter 3, are you utilizing your investment in your non-current assets? The result of your business is your cash flow. The result is your returns. We speak Spanish, your bank speaks Portuguese. Your bank is obsessed with your cash as measured by your debt service capacity. If a bank is putting pressure on you, there's a problem with your cash. If there's a problem with your cash, you've got a problem in either chapter 1 or chapter 2. Every time you change the way you run your business, there's a cash flow impact. So the first thing I did in Gary's company is I implemented the power of one. I made sure, and like in every one of your companies, make sure you understand what does a 1% or a one-day change do on your cash flow. Sitting on everyone's desk in Gary Furniture is the 1%ers. If we look at Gary's power of one, it's very interesting. About 60% of companies I go into, I find volume is detrimental to cash. The more you sell, the worse your cash gets. So companies can make great profit, but growth can have a negative impact on cash. Why does this happen? Cash flow is the result of chapter 1, profit, and chapter 2, working capital. Whenever chapter 2 absorbs more money to fund your cycle than chapter 1 makes in margin, the more you sell, the worse your cash gets. The goal in any good company is how do you grow your profit quicker than what you're growing your investment in your balance sheet. If I was sitting on Gary's board, this is what I would draw. As at today's date, Gary, you've generated 4.5 million profit on a $26 million investment. You've got 5 strategies. Slash and burn. Let's increase profit on a lower asset base. Direction A. Let's grow our profit without needing more investment. B. We're happy with where we are. Let's continue growing, but we're going to need more money. D. Give me more money, I can't grow your profit. And E, let's budget for lower profit and more money. A good company should be anywhere between C and A. So what I do in businesses, I want to make sure that the role of finance is to tell a story. We CEOs, our role is to become a better storyteller. What I can help everyone in this room do is become a better storyteller, educate your staff, optimize your cash, and know how hard you can push your bank. If you implement what I've taught you today, the 4 chapters, you'll eliminate chapter 11. I'm going to end off with a very amusing story. I've just consulted to a YPO company in South Africa. The company was a mini supermarket, and they were based in a small country town near Johannesburg. The owner, Mr. Botha, was ecstatic. He had no competition. Out of the blue, a major supermarket opened up next to him. Can you imagine his reaction? On day 1, the supermarket put up a sign. Butter, 5 rand a kilo. Mr. Botha, in 2 minutes, put up a sign. Butter, 4 rand a kilo. The supermarket went to butter, 3 rand. Botha said butter, 50 cents a kilo. I went to Mr. Botha and I said to him, my friend, you're going to go bankrupt. He looked at me and he said, my dear boy, we don't sell butter. Thank you very much. And I traveled here on Lufthansa and they lost every one of my bags. So please, I've got a clicker. If you're interested in making more money, come and click me. Thank you very much.